The left side of this graph represents the high-variance, chaotic experience of the average retail trader. The right side shows the mathematical consistency of an institutional firm. Achieving that smooth upward curve requires adopting a professional capital management mindset. This institutional approach is reflected in the physical environment, a highly structured multi-monitor workstation designed for rigorous execution rather than emotional reaction. Transitioning to this level of professional management is best understood through the mechanics of a vehicle. Learning the basics of a strategy is like riding a bicycle. The trader is nimble and reactive, yet remains highly vulnerable to sudden shocks. Managing scaled capital is like driving a heavy commercial vehicle carrying money. Success depends on rigid systems and slow, methodical movements, rather than quick reflexes. Professional execution relies on the construction of a rigid, scalable system, the institution of one.
The first operational pillar of this system is scaling capital without risking ruin. A catastrophic mistake common among retail traders occurs immediately following a few consecutive wins. The instinct to instantly double the account size or increase leverage is a fatal flaw in risk management. As this equity curve shows, aggressive doubling strategies lead to a gambler's ruin, a sharp spike followed by a crash that erases the initial capital. Sudden influxes of capital break both the trader's psychological threshold and the statistical edge of the strategy. The institutional alternative is the rule of gradual, fractional saturation. The safe scaling model dictates base capital increases in methodical increments of 20 to 30%. Moving up requires a proven track record of mathematical consistency over 2 to 3 months, while maintaining complete emotional and systemic control. These scaling models stem from two distinct decision-making profiles. The retail player operates emotionally, hunting for massive daily home runs without a structured plan. The professional firm operates systematically, executing selective rules for consistent monthly yields. Adopting the statistical mindset of a casino, relying on a fractional edge over thousands of iterations, is the only way to mathematically survive capital scaling. A professional architecture must also remove single points of systemic failure. Relying on a single active trading strategy makes the entire portfolio vulnerable to sudden market regime shifts. Capital should be routed into distinct revenue pipelines to diversify risk. The first stream is active trading, requiring daily focus and discretionary execution. The second is system trading, using automated, rule-based strategies that run independently. Separating these two functions reduces the cognitive burden on the trader. The third stream is long-term investing, where excess capital moves into robust assets like real estate. These streams serve different goals. Trading generates immediate income, while long-term investing builds wealth. The fourth mandatory stream is income extraction. Scheduled withdrawals protect accrued profits from ongoing market exposure. A multi-stream architecture ensures the institution of one generates revenue even if a specific trading strategy temporarily fails. Long-term scale also requires active defensive measures. Hedging is frequently misunderstood as a tool for generating profit, but its actual function is purely defensive. Professional firms treat hedging as an insurance expense, a cost paid to cap drawdowns and reduce variance. This visualization shows how a hedged portfolio reacts to a market shock compared to an unhedged account. One mechanism is holding an underlying asset while purchasing protective puts. Another is opening opposing positions in correlated assets during extreme uncertainty. These tactics are triggered by high market uncertainty or unusually large capital exposure. Mathematically eliminating the possibility of a catastrophic loss takes precedence over maximizing the return of every single win. The final objective of these institutional systems is reaching a state of total financial independence. This roadmap plots the journey toward a target portfolio value, often called a FIRE number, the specific threshold where a trader is financially independent and able to retire. The brown contribution section at the bottom represents the raw capital generated by active trading and strict scaling. The expanding green return section illustrates the principle of compounding. Systematically reinvesting profits across diverse streams causes capital to grow exponentially over time. This exponential acceleration is only possible because strict risk management and hedging prevented severe drawdowns from interrupting the curve. Trading provides the initial fuel, but systematic investing and compounding build the ultimate wealth engine.
The journey moves from learning a skill and proving consistency to scaling systematically and diversifying assets. Every operational decision must follow the golden rule of professional execution: survive first, grow second, profit third.